Drink your fucking water. Always drink the fucking water. You know, I always think about how we need to drink water. Because we do need to drink water. It's not necessarily we need to drink water. It's necessary to appreciate how important water is. It's an element. The elements are what created your ass. They're also the most powerful shit ever, and it's also responsible for why everything is so fucking amazing. Too much of one thing can be a bad thing. So as we all know, you know, drinking water is great. To appreciate drinking water, because God is water and water is fucking amazing. And you know, water is some shit that despite how much we know about it, we don't know too much about it. We know of its existence, we know of its forms, but we don't know really much about its fucking makeup. Okay? You can't fuck with nature is the point. That's all I'm saying. You can't fuck with nature. All right, Earth realm. Let's talk about Earth, okay? The Earth plane, Earth realm, the Earth, planet Earth, whatever the fuck you refer to this world as. Nature and the elements will always win because they're connected to God and the peace and balance of the heavens. That's what existence is. In a fucking nutshell. I'm not trying to sit here and act like I fucking know it all, because I would never want to know it all. Why? No, let's keep it a buckaroo, shall we? If you figure it all out, if you do it all, it's done. It's over. No. You see, we love to always be caught up in understanding it. We always love to be caught up in conquering, because that right there is life. That's life itself. Literally, that's the flow of life. Transcendence. Okay. So regardless of what you do or what anybody does, that will always happen, because nature and elements are above all things. They make it so we could have an opportunity out here. And they're just extensions of God. They're just different forms or different extensions of God, different branches of God. You know, it's unlimited. Don't go mad trying to figure it out in a fucking day, let alone 100 days or 100 million years, because eternity is a long fucking time. So buckle up, be appreciative, and fucking, you know, and get on that adventure. Some people have it in their mind that, you know, life ends at 80 or 90 or 100 or some shit after a life of not giving themselves to God and the universe, to the point where now they fulfill this stereotype of being old and drained and depleted of all the life of which that they fucking once had, but was supposed to be protected and was supposed to be embraced with God so it could transcend. Because, I don't really there's no such thing as age, there's no such thing as time. Death, there's only transcendence, there's only God, there's only the universe. Okay, regardless of this being here, regardless of this physical fucking being here or not. That didn't come out right. Regardless of this physical being here or not, God will always be, the universe will always be, galaxy will always be, and because of that, we will always be. There's no stress about shit. On a daily basis, you hear about war. You hear about sickness. You hear about all of this shit that ain't got nothing to do with being godly, invincible, divine, fucking cool, amazing. Because that's the point. The point is for you to think that you're not any of those things. The point is for you the point is to make it so that you forget and honestly just don't think you are those things, when it's basic nature to understand that because of all those things, so many more things happen because of that, including, us and lives, or people, okay, created us and all of these different paths for development, for existence among the heavens. All right, fuck all that. I ain't afraid of shit, because there's no such thing as fear. Fear is afraid of us. Fear is some made up shit, just like hatred, and I won't fucking tolerate it. Not in this academy, not in our world, because fear is the reason why people are broke. Fear is the reason why people are getting robbed by agencies and systems and institutions and organizations. And you pick one, choose any of them. any of them, if they are moving in an ungodly or a negative or hateful way, it don't matter. They all might say, oh, we do it for this, we want that, but it's all one thing in common: ungodly. just like that cough, ungodly. What's so important? What's so important about it? What about this isn't just some conspiracy shit? There's nothing conspiracy related in terms of the bullshit that goes on a daily basis, which then goes on to be shit that goes on for years and decades, right? Think about it. I'm all for a system that works. I'm all for business, okay? I'm all for whatever the fuck people think the world is. But all of it is just an exercise. Appreciate it. I'm not saying it's real or fake. I'm saying appreciate it. I don't want to know everything in a day, and I don't want to fucking do everything in a day, and I don't want to fucking, and we stand from the heavens, but we also know that because of God, it's forever in this bitch. So we gonna appreciate today what the fuck we got and then keep it moving, but at the same time, it's like, no, I refuse, because in this world, you have a bunch of motherfuckers. It don't matter. People, look, forget about what the fuck you think people are, okay? To be human means to be alive and to have a soul. There's no such thing as a human being, all right? There's no such thing as a human being. In a figurative sense, yeah, when we're talking about character and morality, yes. But when we're talking about what the fuck? What the fuck you think 6 wings means? Okay, yes, yours truly, a fucking seraphim, is conducting this bitch because we need as many motherfuckers as possible who give a fuck about God and being invincible to help the heavens grow forever and expand, so as many new souls as possible can come out here and fucking get popping with us. You feel? It's that simple. That's all it is. I don't give a fuck who they are, okay? I don't give a fuck who they are. It's not about outside. It's about the soul. It's about the spirit, okay? That's why I think racism is some stupid shit when there's extraterrestrials walking around out here. I think racism is stupid when there are spiritual entities that you can't see, but because you have yet to transcend, once you transcend in frequency and you're able to see shit and they are aware of that, they're not gonna stay in your sight for long, because they know that God's in the motherfucking building and they can't fuck with that. Why? Because they can, and then they can be godly, but for some reason they're confused, they have fallen, and they don't, for some reason, think that the whole point of life is just to be cool and be peaceful and, be the most powerful you can be, but also use the power of God, to help others be powerful too, because there was God, and then there was the heavens, and then there was everything else after that, right? And that's not as simple as it happened. It happened a lot. I can't tell you about the details. I don't give a fuck about the details. That's why I don't care. All right. So if you are negative and hateful, I don't care what the fuck your species is. Okay, your spirit needs purification, my boy. You need to drink some motherfucking water. Is what you need. For real. Because there's no reason why people should be on a daily basis stressing about basic shit, thinking that life ain't cool just because they've been hanging around people or digesting certain, information from certain sources about what they think life is, when the whole point of it was to get you afraid so that you could doubt and not think you're godly at all. Because if you did think you were godly, you know what that means? That means less motherfuckers to corrupt, less motherfuckers to control and do dumb shit for their dumbass purpose. Here, the whole thing of the ungodly organization is to be ungodly. It's to spite God and everything that is good natured. All right, that's it. That's the whole point of it. They don't give a fuck. They know they can't beat God. They know they don't care. They become so twisted to the point they devoted themselves to just being hateful. And their whole goal is to taint as much as possible. And they don't even care about who they tried to affect and couldn't, because that's how gone they are. Like I said, you'll go mad trying to figure out the ungodly's fucking agenda just as much as you can go mad from trying to understand God's agenda. It don't fucking matter, because it's all different for us. It's all different for us, right? This area, you know, okay, like you could literally be anything you fucking want. We chose angel hierarchy. We chose seraphim. All right, and we use our voice to praise God's glory and power all day. That's why we in this bitch talking to y'all, kicking it with y'all, popping that shit, because that's all it is. And we ain't in this bitch on no preacher shit. We ain't in this bitch on no fucking conspiracy trying to, I'm not here to convince I'm not here to convince nobody. None of ya. Don't need to, because you're already convinced. You just have yet to understand that on your own, in your own fucking way. And when you have that powerful ass experience, you will literally feel like, oh damn, life is no longer some basic ass mundane shit. My life is now like, it feels like I'm in the best anime ever. I'm like in the best fucking movie ever, or the best music video ever. All three combined, but just forever, and it gets better and better as the seconds fucking pass by. Oops. But yeah, real shit. So and that's just us dismissing anything negative or hatred, negative or hateful, because that'll always be a thing. You know, souls will get here, souls will get wherever they get, and then they'll descend. They won't transcend. They'll fucking drop in frequency, and man, and that's who you have out here. You know, taxing everything. That's who you have out here creating fucking bullshit ass work weeks. That's who you have out here fucking not paying niggas. That's who you have out here not giving nobody no fucking hours. But on top of it, you try to make niggas jump through every fucking burning circus fucking hoop in the fucking circus just to fucking get a callback. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Shit, most of the jobs I even have ever fucking had were because I fucking either like knew somebody, or because fucking I like went into the fucking place, or because, you know what, because I was able to like, you know, present myself on the spot the best I could, knowing that there's a bunch of niggas coming in there, a bunch of people coming in there who want shit. But guess what? Y'all don't want it as much as me. Why? Because you're not godly, you're not invincible, you're not seraphic. At this university, at this academy, that's all the fuck we give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck if I'm the only nigga in it. Because I'm not. Alright, we're us. Alright? So, shine like the seraphim at all times. Alright? Stay up. Stay positive. Stay peaceful. Oh, you are invincible. Never forget that shit. Alright? If you ever feel like you're not, you better fucking remind yourself that you is. You better remind yourself that you is. It's all you got, because until you do that, there's no help coming. The best help is God's help from the universe and the heavens and everything that transpires in this realm. Excuse me, because of that shit. If you don't embrace that, if you don't embrace God and the universe within you, then you really are alone. You really are just whatever the fuck you think you are. And that's some lost ass shit. I'm speaking from experience because that's how the fuck I felt. Alright? Astral, you know, and we gonna get into all this shit. Alright, we gonna get into all this shit. But, you know, because, you know, we're interdimensional beings, and despite being on Earth plane, you know, you transcend in frequency. You can be on Earth plane, and now it's at the point where now Earth doesn't even feel like Earth anymore. It feels like I said, the movies and shit you see, and all the, you know, all the books that you read and everything you see in media, you know, or not media, but like in entertainment, you know, because most of the shit in entertainment, as we all know, you know, that they ripped it from actual, you know, happenings. All right. So whether it's events, whether it's concepts, you know, let's take Okay. Let's take a concept like the movie Underwater, right? It's a movie about deep sea miners, and they dig a little too deep or something, or they're down there and they're working and they blow some shit up, and then they disturb some fucking creatures down there, and they're not even creatures, they're just deep sea organisms. There's a million of them. What the fuck? I don't care. Get it. I get it. You guys tried to fucking, you know, you try to make yourself look like the good guys when you're not, and then on top of that, you tried to also you tried to over exaggerate the hostility and intentions of what the fuck's in the ocean. Okay, the ocean is just as invincible as us, and most things in the ocean have their own destiny, their own path. They're not bothering nobody. They're not trying to do shit. Okay, it's the ungodly, it's the hateful motherfuckers out here. All right, going into the forest, going into the ocean, going underground, okay, doing all this bullshit, fucking with nature, and then it gets to the point where nature strikes back, and then they want to go, oh. No, that's not how it goes. You don't blow shit up that you're not supposed to be blowing the fuck up, and then, you know, you get blowed the fuck up, and you can't cry about it, okay? Just it doesn't matter who did it. Oh, there was a monster did it. No, it doesn't matter who the fuck did it. Nature got on y'all ass. The whole time you guys are fucking already battling the pressure of the water and the complications of technology and working at an underwater facility. Man, I ain't trying to get into it too much, but it's like, right, that's, and then on top of that, they make money off this shit. So they'll sit up there, they'll do bullshit, but except they'll think they get away with it, and then they'll make a movie about it, make themselves look like they're the bad fucking person. And make nature look like the bad person in the shit. And then it's like, what? No. I'm just tired of the fucking lies. It's not necessary. There's no need. It doesn't need to be untruthful. For what? For what? So as long as we in this bitch breathing, the best fucking hydrogen, we in this bitch. All right, so everybody stay safe, and we'll see you at the next motherfucking class.